Man, Prairie Wife, are we stoked or what?
Yes, sir.
I know you are especially psyched up because we got Joe Nichols with us. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. How are y'all this morning?
Well, we're doing dandy.
Fabulous now.
We cannot wait to, we got Prairie Wife on some relaxers over here. So we're looking forward to having you and Casper along with Bret Michaels in the Hometown Hero Tour on November the 6th, Casper Event Center. I got to ask you right off the bat, man, the $1 million question. How did you hook up with Bret Michaels?
Man, actually kind of a surprising phone call I got from a manager one day. He said, would you be interested in doing a few shows with Bret Michaels? And I'm like, are you sure it's me that they're inquiring about? It kind of seems like just an unusual pairing, Bret coming from the rock world and me kind of being a real traditional guy.
Mm-hmm.
And they called back and said, no, it's specifically you that they kind of want involved in this show. And, of course, I'm very flattered, and I thought, sometimes interesting ideas like that really do work out well. And, of course, I thought it was cool. I've met Bret a couple of times, and always a great guy, very good country knowledge. And I don't know. I think it's going to be a fun deal, man. Like I said, sometimes those not so usual pairings like that usually, sometimes can work out really great.
I can tell you, we're looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a fabulous mix. So as speaking of, the Hometown Heroes Tour, who are some of your heroes?
Boy, everybody in the military to me is worthy of being hero status. I think
yes,
all veterans kind of, fit that bill. Personally, man, it seems to be a lot of the women in my life are mostly my heroes. My wife's kind of my hero. She's been a champion of mine for a long time and has really done wonders in my life.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. I think there's several people that are, in my opinion, just the world's a better place within a minute.
Oh, I love that.
Now, when you play live, I understand that your band is convinced that you can make anything sound country, including Baby Got Back.
Man, it's funny. It's funny how far accidents can go. I totally was one of those things where I thought, this will be funny for today. It just kind of snowballed into something else. And now we just do it in the show because, we had a little bit of visibility with the video we made with Sir Mix-a-Lot. And it was a fun deal. That's, like I said, one of those things that's kind of unexpected, unusual. And speaking of the odd pairing, it worked out.
Right? Well, and I'm sure the concert here is definitely going to work out too. Like I said, we are so excited. Now, I was stalking you a little bit on Twitter, and I saw that you were recently overseas touring Europe. So when you're there, did you actually get to do any fun tourist stuff, or were you totally focused on prepping for your performance?
A little bit of touristy stuff, mostly focused on the tourist stuff because it was my first time really touring the UK, and kind of wanted to make sure I knew what I was getting into and being familiar with kind of what was working over there. But I did get to do a few fun things. We visited the British Museum over there. I'm a big history guy. I love, Egyptian history and Roman history and Greek history. I love stuff like that. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that takes you a whole day to go through that. My husband and I were just over there and did that. Yeah, that could take you a week, actually.
It could take a long. We were there for half the day.
Sure.
Maybe a third of the place.
Yeah.
But it was a fun deal. We got to do some fun stuff like that.
Good. Well, maybe you can do some fun stuff when you're here in Wyoming.
Yeah. You guys have a museum? I'm sure y'all do.
We have the Trail Museum where you can actually do a simulated stagecoach and wagon train ride, Joe. So yes, big fun things going on in Casper.
Well, that sounds like my speed. That worked out great.
I think our mail is still delivered by the Pony Express.
Yeah, the Wells Fargo wagon is still a real thing out here. Just so you're prepared, Joe.
All right, that's good. Probably more reliable than everybody.
I don't want to say it too loud, but yes.
Well, Joe, Never Gets Old was your most recent album. I think that was, a couple of years ago. So I saw on Twitter you have what you call a traditional album planned for next year. What's the plan with that?
Well, it's the term traditional can kind of be, I don't know. Everybody's kind of got a different way to look at that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a country album. I look at it like this. We're not trying too hard to be one thing or the other, but it falls naturally for me in a traditional country category.
Mm-hmm.
because that's the way I sing, and naturally the track is going to follow the way I sing. So it's going to feel country. Nowadays, you kind of have so hard opinions one way or the other on it's this kind of country or it's that kind of country. And man, I think there's some of that stuff that kind of can connect with both kind of a new pop country and the old school country. Not to say we're following that pop country category, but man, I don't know.
Now I'm kind of intrigued and excited, you know?
Well, you know, I say all that, and I'm probably overcomplicating this a little bit, but I say all that it's a traditional country album that we're making, but the people I think that are pop country fans should give it a listen because I think it's going to appeal to both sides.
Nice. Well, I know your fans have certainly come to expect a certain tone and sound from you, and it sounds like they're definitely going to get that.
I think so. And you know, what's cool, I'm always grateful for this kind of swing and momentum for country music. I'm a traditional guy, and I really love and I'm encouraged by the success of a lot of the traditional country acts. For me, it's like, this is kind of in my wheelhouse. All right, here we go. But, I'm encouraged by that.
Yeah, so awesome. Well, I got to give you some special props. As you can probably tell by his voice, Joe Nichols is with us on the show. You, like me, my friend, are a diehard St. Louis Cardinals fan.
Oh, yeah.
We're dying a little bit here as our team's playing the Nationals, Prairie Wife. You don't understand the struggle.
I do not.
But yeah, you're a true blue Cardinals fan, man. In fact, it was the World Series a few years ago. You sang the national anthem, didn't you?
Yeah, I've done a few things with the Cardinals over the years. I think I need to go back. I think we won in those years.
Yeah, we need you, buddy.
Yeah, I'm hoping we're not die easy Cardinals this year. It's kind of brutal to watch right now. I tell my wife, you know, I complain sometimes about, you know, like today, the Cardinals kind of sitting in a, you know, very tough spot. And she's like, you know what? I don't want to hear any griping from you because I'm a Texas Rangers fan. Point taken, honey. That's good.
Just show her a picture of David Freese, and that'll help her remember.
And she's still your hero, huh? Yeah. She's still your hero. That's love.
Well, she has to endure that and me. I mean, she's pretty tough, too.
Well, listen, Joe, we know you're a busy guy. We certainly appreciate your time this morning, and we can't wait to have you in Casper. Any final words for everybody looking forward to the show?
Man, I don't know. I don't know about final words, but I'm looking forward to the interesting match. You know, it seems like it's going to be a fun night that's just never know what to expect.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah, Bret Michaels, Joe Nichols, Firehouse, and Night Ranger. That's definitely going to be an eclectic
There's
group, man.
something for everyone.
Night. Listen, cool. Joe, safe travels to you, buddy. Go Cards, and we wish you well. We'll see you when you come to town here.
We'll see you soon.
You got it. Thank you, guys.